Hi Virgo, and welcome to the first of two Zodiac Taroscopes for the month of April. This is if you are a Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, or if you have your Venus in Virgo, you can look at this from a relationship perspective. I also want to say we're using the Wild Unknown decks. I have the little mini decks, so we have the Tarot, we have the Animal Spirit, and then I'm going to be pulling from the Archetype deck as well. So let's get right into this. I'm doing it a bit like a short and sweet Virgo, where I'm asking Spirit, God, Source, Universe, whomever it is for you, something that they want you to know, what their desired outcome is for you, and then any advice or guidance. So we're going to get the three cards out first, and then we're going to clarify them and confirm them with the tarot, okay? I do have a cold, Virgo, so I've just been letting people know since I've started eating at a Halls, because my throat, I have a bit of a cold and it's very dry, and then I just cough and cough and cough all through the readings, and that's no fun. So we want to try to prevent that as much as possible. So I'm going to move these two cards to the side. We're going to start right here with, oh, Unicorn, love it. I'll actually go to the book for that one too. But what do they want you to know? Well, there could be a few things. Number one, I just right off the bat, the first thing that came into my head, you're special, okay? You're special, Virgo. You're the unicorn, okay? You are the one that can make magic happen. But I'm going to pull tarot with it, and I'm also going to peek in the book just to kind of get a few ideas about what this unicorn card is all about. We have the Mother of Swords, okay. And the Nine of Pentacles, okay. The first thing I wanted to say, Mother of Swords come out, which is wise and wisdom, but I wanted to say the eye on that unicorn just reminded me of a wise old soul. So maybe that is you as well. But let me just go to my little book here, okay? And we're just going to look at what that unicorn means, because it's one of the special cards, one of the spirit cards at the end. So I don't want to miss. Reconnecting to higher wisdom or divinity. Okay. It is difficult to see, hear, or think of a unicorn without immediately questioning if it's real. Did they ever exist? Perhaps long, long ago? The mind answers maybe, or it could be, or no way. Okay. This very contemplation explains our relationship with divinity, with spirit, like I said, whoever it is for you. And that kind of wavering belief, is spirit really there? Is there the universe? Is there a source? Is there a God? You know, is there a goddess? Whatever it may be. Okay. But this is about connecting to higher power, even to your higher self. So for some of you, that may ring true. That's what they want you to know. It's time to reconnect. It's time to put, you know, some hard work in, but you'll be successful if you try. If you're clear about what it is and why it is that you want to reconnect, you will be successful at it. But the other thing I have to go back to in the beginning is I feel this could be a dual message, Virgo. For different Virgos out there, there is something that you are maybe really good at. And whatever this is that you're really good at, and maybe no one else really does it, or they do, but they're not as good at it as you. You shine for some reason. And they want you to know that if you really took a serious, I want to say wise here, because think of the Queen of Swords, right? She's very honest with herself and with other people. She's very direct. She knows what it is that she wants to do. She knows how to do things. She makes sure she knows how to do things. I even want to say it could bring money in for you in some way. It could be whether financially or just notoriety, whatever it is. I feel like people would see you as someone special. Okay, so there's the message. Now, what is their desired outcome? Why do they want you to know about this? We have the Bat. Oh, very interesting. Okay, let me get a couple cards here to go with the Bat. First thing out before I pull the cards, for some of you, going back to here, they don't want you to have to fly, to soar, to shine even. Not much shining in darkness, but under the cover of darkness, because that's where the bats are out, right? At night. They want you to be out and shining like the unicorn that you are during the daylight. Judgment. Okay. Judgment has a lot to do if we're talking about reconnecting with spirit here. All right, so there's that. You can see this is a twofold message, and the Ten of Wands. Okay. They don't want you to be burdened by whatever this is, and maybe that's because you've thought of it that way. More of a burden, not as a special unicorn, right? It's like, oh, why am I the one that's good at this? Why do I have to stand out because of this? Okay, it's going to be different for different people, the way you think and feel about it. But it could be a bit of a burden in some cases. Maybe some of you have felt that you have to do it under the cover of darkness, all right, at night, where a lot of people won't see or recognize. Oh, okay, so the cat is up in the window and is going to be making some funny sounds because he sees the birds and the squirrels and other animals. So just beware. That's just Sully being Sully. The Judgment card. I told you it has to do with reconnecting, rising up. Maybe for some of you, you're having a spiritual awakening here. And with that, you know, they want you to rise up. They want you to be in the light. Look, it looks like there's a full moon back here, right? This is very bright. If it was a colored card, it would be yellow, I do believe. They don't want you to be burdened down by anything anymore. They want for you to shine, to soar, but out in the light. They want this burden, worry, whatever it may be, to go. That's what they want you to let go of. And they're saying if you just embrace whatever this is or reconnect with spirit, okay, things are going to get so much clearer and better for you, okay? So much so. Just kind of look at the two different sets of cards. You can see it in the cards. Now, advice and guidance. Rabbit. No time like the present. The rabbit is the Energizer bunny here for me, okay? And I love that the rabbit card's been out a few times, and it is April, Easter, you know, the Easter bunny. But the rabbit card for me is the Energizer bunny. It's going for it. It's hopping forward. It's moving forward. It's... Yeah, I don't think rabbits hop backwards. Is that frogs? They only hop forwards? I don't know about a rabbit. I'm going to have to Google that maybe later. But this is forward movement. You don't want to stay here. You want to move forward. Whether you're reconnecting, rising up, you know, going to the light type of thing so you can shine and be the bright, shiny unicorn that you are. You need to move forward. Advice, guidance there. You need to move forward. I want to say feet to the ground, ears to the air. Oops, let me shuffle. Those just, you know, that was just my hands. Not really holding on very tightly. So let's see, what else do we have with that? There needs to be growth and movement. Look at this, the world. I want to say the world is your oyster. But the world is also you coming to the end of a journey. And maybe this chapter of your life closes so that this new one can begin. Maybe you've come full circle, only shining at night, and in the darkness you need to step out, like I said, into the light, and that's what's new for you. It's shutting this down and moving forward here. The Daughter of Pentacles. Again, we have more pentacles. That is the young Page of Pentacles, who is just full of a little P and V. Look, the pages love new ideas, new way of doing things, new thoughts, trying to manifest new things, wanting to take advantage of new ways of doing things or new opportunities, especially with the Pentacles, financial ones. And again, back to here, we're almost saying if you clearly, wisely, with intent, move forward at whatever it is that you're really good at, it's going to be successful and maybe even in a monetary way for you. So I really like this for you. I like how this is coming out for what Spirit wants you to know. Virgo, we're going to get you the archetype card here, just one. And I'm going to go to the book on it and just give you a little bit of what the book has to say about the archetype. And we'll see if it does tie into this or if it is something different. I don't even know how to pronounce that. I believe it may be Gnosis, but I'm not sure. It's Gnosis. Okay. Okay, here we go. When working in the positive, in the light, it is contemplating the mystery, unanswerable questions. When you're working in the dark or the shadow of it, it's over-intellectualizing and literalizing, asking others. It says this card relates to the riddle and the shapeshifter. All concern themselves with revealing mystic truths. Those who say they know, don't. Those who say they don't know, know. True knowledge is not found in facts and figures in scholarly books on library shelves. Rather, Gnosis points to the deep and timeless archetypal wisdom that rises from the felt experience of having touched the unknown with every one of the senses. This card signifies a knowing that is life-changing. Once you experience, you are forever changed and become a guardian of Gnosis. The eternal mystery is calling you. Study your passion in the deepest way available to you. Now, let's put it in context of this. I said maybe you're having a spiritual awakening. Okay. You are rising up. You are learning. You are going to start knowing. Maybe for some of you, you are, your third eye is opening. Your intuition, your intuitiveness is opening up for you. And for others of you, it is, I want to say, the knowing of what it is that you're good at and how you can use that in your life to move forward with success. Because you're ending an old cycle and you're moving into a new one. So, Virgo, I hope that made sense for you. I really enjoyed doing this reading. This is a bit different, these cards, but you know what? I wanted to use them finally in a reading, so I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you for your short and sweet later in the month. Bye-bye.